One of the speakers that I heard many years ago, and probably when I was about your age, told a story of a guy in Alaska. They were up in Alaska, and they decided to pull a trick on one of their buddies. So what they did is they got a big grizzly bear suit, and they waited for it to be about sunset, and they had him go out and get something, and they jumped out from behind the tree in this grizzly bear suit and went rah, right? And the guy about died. The guy sprinted away and was freaked out, right? Now the question is this: was that a real bear? Of course not. But in that moment, did that guy perceive that to be a real bear? Absolutely. So a lot of times, what we're afraid of isn't even real. A lot of times it hasn't happened, sometimes it won't happen. We all have this happen to us. So sometimes you have to be very careful, you have to be very cognizant of what you accept as your choice. So choice, when you go out and you're pitching in a game and you're fearful or you have anxiety, what are you afraid of? You're afraid of something that's going to happen. Your thoughts of the future, this is going to happen. I'm going to give up a run. I'm going to be embarrassed. I'm not going to be able to throw a strike. Whatever that is. We've all had those thoughts. And it doesn't happen to be just pitching. It could be in any case. Now, let's talk about fear in another way. And I want you to really understand this. I want you to write down another word. I want you to write down preparation. Preparation is the antidote for fear. Now some of you are like, that's kind of odd. Preparation is the antidote for fear. Let me give you a real life example. All of us have experienced. Right? How many, by show of hands, be honest, we're going to go take a test, and you know you're not prepared for that test, and you're hoping that test is going to go okay, but you're not really sure, and you're a little anxious for that test. Look around. This is a human thing, right? Now, I want to take this a step further. Right? By show of hands, how many have at least once that worked out okay, you survived it, everything okay, it worked out all right, and you got a good grade anyway? Probably the worst thing that could happen to us. And here's why. Right? We now trick ourselves into think that we can do that on a regular basis. Because we got away with it once. We can do it again. We'd be far better off if every time we tried that crap, it hit us right in the nose. 2 or 3 times and we go, okay, I got it. But that's not life for us. We're not prepared, and sometimes we're okay. Right? Now, there's where the danger comes. The danger is that we're not prepared, we pull it off anyway, and then we keep walking forward. Now, you guys know this. You intuitively know this. Not one of you is going to get this wrong, but let's talk through it. In school, you might have been able to pull that off in high school. Right? You don't study for a test, you're in there and you're scrambling, and what you guys say to each other, I just BS'd on the test. I just BS. I just talked my way through it, and I got a B. Tricked them, right? We keep going, right? We go to college. Does that work as well? We go to our master's degree. Does that work as well? We go to our PhD. Does that work as well? Right? So every step we take, that works less and less and less. Now it's time to turn into baseball. We do it when we're young. We do it in Little League. We're not prepared. We can still survive by just be a superior athlete. Landon, right? You're just better. You don't even have to practice. You ever think about that? You don't even have to practice sometimes. When I was little, I didn't have to practice. Everybody else is just so bad. Right? Everybody else they're going to screw it up. Right? Every step I took. High school, college, junior college. What started to happen? Every level we go up, the game gets harder. People are better prepared. If we don't learn the lesson of preparation, what will happen in school and in life and in business, right when we get to something that's important, it's going to hit us right square in the mouth. And it's going to hurt a lot. And we've denied that the whole time because we've been able to trick our way through enough. And that is not just you or me, that is everybody in this room. And what I'm saying to you guys is don't let that happen. Now, let's turn this around. Have you ever been in a test that you knew it, by show of hands, that you knew that material frontward and backwards? You knew it. You knew it absolutely cold. How was raise your hand if you ever had that happen. How anxious were you for that test? Give me that thing. Right? Preparation is the antidote for fear. If you know, that's the reason, and we'll close with this today. Navy SEALs train way out there. You ever just think about how Navy SEALs train? How absolutely insane that stuff is? What are they trying to get in their head? Because I think next week I'm going to show you a clip of, how many have seen The Lone Survivor? That's a big tough stuff, right? Have you ever had a day that bad? I know I haven't. I haven't had a day even close to that, right? That's a bad day. You got to jump down 3 mountains. Imagine that. You're fighting, you got nowhere to go, and you just jump down a mountain. And it's rocks. And you go, here we go, right? How many of us are ready to do that? I don't know about you, I'm not. I'm like, oh, geez, the fall will probably kill me. So I'm going to stay here and get killed. And the Navy SEALs trained in what? Fight another day, right? I may break my leg. That's not dead, right? That's how they view it. As strange as it sounds, right? That sounds strange to us. Well, I know maybe not to you. To me it does, right? I may break my neck, but I'm not dead. I'm like, whoo, wait, whoo, what? I'm not sure I'm ready to jump down that mountain with you. What they do in Navy SEAL training is they prepare you so well, you know that, and so you make that decision like that. You're so well prepared, you don't have anxiety.